I'll be out of order and whatnot. Excuse me. All right, welcome on in, you guys, to episode 12 of the Paladins Bugcast. I'm your host, Sally Bug. Today we've got Tino in the house. Woo woo. And then everyone else will join as they can. And if not, we can always add their takes later. Wednesday, this is what we recapped. So we did a champion hot seat on Vor, and we did a live poll. And we had a couple others on there, but Vor ended up winning. So we just talked about her pros and cons, kind of like some strong points to note about her, advice for newer players, explaining her talent a little bit, all her talents a little bit, kind of simplifying it just to get a better understanding of it, and then her card usage. So today, because I did a poll in Discord and I asked you guys, what should we cover on the next Paladins Bugcast episode? And a lot of options were available, but shield utilization ended up being the one with 7 votes. The second most one was rating maps. So people want to see us rate maps, which I think will be so fun. I cannot wait to do that. I
definitely already know my best and last.
Girl, so I was gonna ask you, like, do you want to do it like a tier list, or do you want to do it like?
Oh my god, are we tier listing?
Okay, honest confession, I've never done one.
Me neither.
I've never done one. This will be my first, so this will be fun. And people make tier lists all the time for shits and giggies, so like when we do this, it's not gonna be serious. But I was really just having a rough day at work and was like, on my break, I was just like, you know what? Let me just make a poll. And so I did that this morning, and I came up with just random ideas. Like I randomly just started filling it with random options, right? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, no one is going to really vote for all these. Like, these aren't interesting topics. Well, I was quite shooketh. That's why I was like super excited to see so many people were participating in the Discord poll versus the Twitter poll. I'll admit the Twitter poll only lets you put, I think, 4 to 5 options. I actually think it's only 4 options. It's very limited. Yeah.
Variety.
Yeah. On Twitch, I have like 5, I think. 5 or 6. And then like on Discord, I could put up to 10, I think. So there's just a lot of options in general that I can have on there and I play with. And I just thought it was a good idea to just put random stuff in there. So this ended up being the most voted. And the second most voted was rating maps. And then Justin brought up a good point when he said, we didn't really kind of we touched base on diminishing returns, and which is a form of a hidden mechanic. And that's something that a lot of newer players don't quite understand. And it's not something that's explained really. They'll probably hear it talked about, and they might watch a video that explains it and still leaves them with questions. And so we're hoping to try to simplify it. Even for me, I don't fully understand it, which is why this podcast isn't just me. It's a community podcast. It's a community effort. We get the live chat involved. We get people who are currently in the panel. We ask people on Twitter, people throughout the community that are through a part of other people's streams come and give their opinions on it as well. People sometimes even DM me after the fact, like after I've stopped streaming, and been like, hey, what about this, or add this, or I liked that you talked about this. I've gotten compliments because some newer players are a little shy. They don't want to say something objective, or they don't want to like really comment on stuff because they don't know, so they won't really talk in chat, but they lurk and they come to me after and ask about stuff. So I ask things or bring up these topics kind of like on their behalf in a way, without so it's completely anonymous, which I like and they like, so that's good.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, so just so you're aware, today we're talking about shield utilization, and then on Saturday we'll get into rating the maps, which will be super fun. So how do we want to break this down?
How do we break down shields?
Right.
I think one strong category, or if you want to like kind of categorize them, like personal shields versus team usable shields or team shields.
Personal versus team shields.
Like Koa can plop his half shell down and the team can use that versus who's a personal shield? Torvald. Well, he can can provide a shield. Torvald's personal shield, his health shield. He
Yeah.
can't share that with anybody else, but he could throw his own shield on there.
Yeah. It's like a sub category.
I'm like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ooh. What is affected by Wrecker versus what is affected by Bulldozer? Because there are like Anara versus Nyx. Nyx, you want Wrecker to break her shield down. Anara, you want Bulldozer to break her shield down.
Wrecker versus Bulldozer.
Yeah, but one is like a shield, one is actually like a deployable shield.
True. I'm gonna throw the last one in here as strategic shielding, because that's kind of gonna summarize a little bit of everything into one. As far as like, because newer players don't know, you know, oh shit, my healer needs help, you know, I need a shield for her. Like some of them just kind of, you're not healing me. Well, I need shielding. You know, like I've literally come across new players that are like, Io, you're not healing me, girl. You're Nando. Where's my shield? Where's, you know, like, it's just funny that the expectation comes from them being a tank and they're just like, well, I'm tanky. You know, like they don't know, okay, I need to use my shield. Like a Nando. I've seen Nandos. I'm laughing before I even say it 'cause it's funny. Anyone can relate to this. Like I've seen Nandos, you know, watch their DPS die and then be like, oh, no pressure. Like, bro, you don't
or
make
shield your dead body.
Yeah. Please. I've seen that. No. Please. That's funny.
Like, who you shielding now?
Your carcass. Okay.
Your
Caucus. Alright, so personal versus team shields. Who was the first example you used? You used Makoa?
Yeah, like Makoa's half shell. He can just plop that down. Or I guess half shell's a talent. What's his actual shield called?
I don't remember what his shield's called.
Shield dome. Shell shield.
What is it called? Shell shield?
Yeah, shell shield.
God, Sheldon? He named his shield Sheldon.
That's you know that's all I'm gonna call it.
Fuck a ruckus and bolt. Fuck a ruckus. Break the Sheldon, please. Hashtag break the Sheldon. Alright. Makoa's shell shield versus
the whole team
Torvald.
can utilize that once he puts it down. Yeah.
True. Okay. Yeah. Team
versus Torvald, even with his shield that he throws out, it's for one person. It's not for the team. Shields. Oh my god, not me misspelling shields so horribly. Hello, I just had a stroke. Hi, Kelsey. How are you? Oh my god, our little hi emote is so cute. You're so cute. Oh, you guys know I gotta do this one time. Just for Kelsey. I love it. My mom thought this was funny. I played it for her. Oh my god, that's working emo. That sound command is like the best. Everyone that's gonna like watch this on YouTube is gonna be like, what the fuck is happening right now? Hello? To space this out so it can match the lines because it's irritating me so much. It's everything. Yes. OCD is real.
There we go. That looks so aesthetically pleasing. Hi, because I was having a whole stroke. It was just like, no.
This must line up.
Oh no. Okay. Let me put this in bullet format. There we go. Yes. Eat.
Now we're doing things.
It's gonna keep doing that, and it's gonna irritate me.
Yeah, might as
Okay.
well just type it all out and then
I know, but the
repeat.
OCD in me has to fix it right away.
Fair.
All right,
I
so
do feel that.
what's another good example? Trying to think of all the tanks.
Obviously, Nando, Ash, Barrick, Koa, and Nyx, I think are all. They all have team shields.
Wait, Nando, Makoa.
Nando, Koa, Nyx, Barrick, Ash.
Nyx, Barrick.
If
Well,
you
what
want
about
to include-
Atlas?
That's literally what I was about to say.
Oh,
If you want
because
to
the speed
include
boost.
Atlas and Anara and Azan, they also technically have shields.
But are those personal versus, like, Atlas is a team
that's,
shield.
that's what I meant. They all have team shields. Sorry.
Oh.
I think they all have team shields because even Anara and Nyx, you can throw it far out. With Nyx, unless you're running the card, it's going to be a very weak shield when you throw it out too far. But she can still technically do that.
Yeah.
Block, like...
I would still consider her as more personal. Well, no, because the speed boost affects the allies, so I guess. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only time I really throw it out very far is if I'm trying to, like, I see
Give a
someone
quick
chasing someone
fucking,
and I
yeah.
wanna
You do that shit
CC
for me
out
all
there.
the time.
Exactly.
Alright, so Atlas is on Anara. And who else?
Hold up. Nando, Koa, Nyx, Barrick, Ash, Atlas is on him. I think that's all the team shields.
Team shields.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, chat.
Or if
Feel
I'm
free to
forgetting
correct us
anybody.
if we're
Oh,
missing
wait, I'm
one.
in here. I'm in the game. Hold on.
Those are team shields.
Cons can technically be, but I don't count his as a team shield. His is much more personal usage, in my opinion.
I don't know, because then if you're going to do that, then you got to throw fucking Term in there. Because his is mostly personal, but Term shield for other people all the time. Let's just leave those two as a hybrid, I feel like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So those are the
like
basic.
It can be, but it's very
yeah.
niche when you do use it for somebody else other than just yourself.
All tank shields are team shields besides Ruckus, Con, and Torv.
Yag also does not provide a team shield. Well, I guess if I'm talking base kits.
Base kits, yeah, we don't want to overthink this.
Rom does not provide a team shield either. But
I forgot
think
about Rom.
That is the correct list.
Rom.
Everyone else has a team shield. Though.
I feel
Ruckus, Con, Torvald. Rom provides the healing. He doesn't provide a shield for the team.
Oh, I don't know why I thought he did both.
Nah. Yag does whenever she runs the...
She does if she does the middle one.
Is it the sight begets something?
Yag has shields only.
Yes, sight begets strength.
Is that what it's
one
called?
does-
Only if.
Yeah, it provides...
Yeah. What is it? Sight begets strength?
Yeah, sight begets strength.
I'm fucking having a stroke right now. Holy. Rom has doesn't he?
Rom's is weird. His technically doesn't get affected by any items.
Yeah.
Cauterize and I'm sorry.
It's like a personal one, I think, right? With cards. Does he have cards or?
He has what is considered a soul shield.
That's not the same
that's
though.
Not affected by the
nah,
other stuff.
we're just gonna say he has none.
Yeah. I mean, he has his own. I could say it would be a personal one. Kind of like if we're gonna include Term as a personal shield, it's unique enough like that. But it's not technically affected. Like Atlas, you can't use anything to break Atlas's.
Right. Soul armor, not shield.
Exactly.
Oh.
Soul armor, not soul shield.
Okay,
Soul
that's a
armor,
better
right.
wording. Yeah.
So
I was like, what is it called?
Well, the technicality is that it's not affected by Wrecker nor Bulldozer. And a lot of people will buy Wrecker thinking that it's
Yeah.
a ROM, and it does not.
Gotta make this smaller. You got 30 minutes, Papi. Hold on. I'm gonna you a stroke with the font size.
To bust a line.
I'm so like it's gotta be it. Otherwise, it's like no.
Ace, come join the Discord.
Right?
If you want to, of course. You have good feedback.
He always does, yeah.
We're just in the Paladins VC.
Yeah, we're not in the weird fucking the one.
The one that always fucks me up.
Yeah. The freaking I think it's this font is why the size is like so weird. I'm gonna change the font because this is gonna drive me absolutely insane, bro. Why does it look like that? It's gonna irritate me.
And you can't adjust the picture in the back?
I mean I can, but I have to move everything else around to like compensate
true.
that.
It's
It's
own
all like
image.
separate, yeah. I'll just leave it like that. I want it to be readable. I don't want the lines to like make it to where it's
Is
not
this
readable.
one of the Canva defaults?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, we know how
so
it is.
yeah. Okay, so that's that, and then we said Ruckus Contour.
Yeah.
What is
Ruckus
term shit
Contour.
then?
Well, that's what I was saying. If you want to include term
In the Yag
in
and
that.
Rom?
As like a, oh no, as far as like the personal shield.
Personal shields.
I don't know. Yeah. Term is unique. Term is so unique because he uses
Hi,
this to
Ruckus.
save enemies a lot.
Or
Save
Ruckus.
enemies,
I'm
save
reading
his
what I'm
team.
writing. Hi, Frog. I said hi, Ruckus. I'm typing Ruckus, or I'm looking at Ruckus, looking at Frog. Fuck. Hold on. I'm getting confused. Wait, Ruckus Contour.
Ruckus Contour.
Let me write that down. I write what I type and like what I'm trying to. Okay, wait. So, what are we in agreement with term being as a personal?
Let's just put term there. Yeah, because everything else can be actually like deployed out, and yeah, it's like most of the other stuff is like deployed shields, if that makes sense. So like, well, I guess that counteracts Nando.
Oh my god, term is breaking the
But
list.
Nando is a big term. Quit breaking shit.
I know.
I say let's keep it as a personal one, just
Yeah.
because it really is just whatever he is personally covering. It's
Yeah.
not like Ash. Like Ash can throw that out, and you know,
Right.
team can jump in behind it. I guess you can do the same for term.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. Like it just depends on the playstyle. But a new player wouldn't know to do that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say keep term in the personal.
Keep him in the okay.
Right,
because-
functions like con in that sense, and if we're gonna put con in there,
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. Is like they both use their shield in the same sense.
And it's like the whole point
Sort
of
of.
this is to simplify it
Mostly
for
self-protection, but you can.
Yeah.
Team.
the idea of us even covering like shielding specifically is just because there's too many, like way too many players I see that are just they don't use their shields properly. They don't time it. They don't do what you're supposed to do with it. They die all the fucking time. Some of them I never even see them use their shield. Like it's actually crazy. It's an epidemic. It needs to be fixed. But that's why I don't want you guys to overthink it. I don't want you to think about, you know, what builds do what buffs do what, who gives where. We're just talking about base kits and in general, very general. Because I know all of us have like those kinds of brains that are like, but what if you take the 2 and you times it by the like no do.
The square root of pi.
The
added to
square
that.
root of Terminus's shield.
Good luck calculating that one.
Alright.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
that. And then let me get rid of this because that's going to be too small. Copy this. Make it teeny tiny. I can calculate if you want. I know you can. Don't.
To the rescue.
Fucking Ace is like, oh, no problem. Alright. So Wrecker versus Bulldozer. Knowing when to buy one versus the other. Why is Azan a team shield? I don't know.
Because
I,
he can throw his out like Anara's and Ash's. His is literally a Bulldozer Ash shield that doesn't move.
it can defend against others, but I thought it was more of a personal shield. Personally, because I use mine to stun people and I cancel it. So that's why I was like confused by that, but that's just me. I'm an aggressive Azan player, so that's just me. And that's what I'm saying. This is kind of a hard topic to really put them into.
So what I was
Right,
trying to separate them is like when you throw your shield out. So Azan, he throws his walls out. Can everybody on your team benefit from that, or is it only one person? So like Torvald, for example.
Yeah.
He can only shield one additional person. His is a personal shield. Who is it? What else was I thinking?
What Frog is saying is what I was thinking.
Ruckus
I
can
think we
only
need to
shield
like just
themselves.
add. Let's do this. Let's leave it there, but then add a hybrid section. We have to because there are a couple in here that can be both. Yeah. This shows that you. Yeah, you can. Okay, so hybrid term is the same. That's why I was. Yeah, I didn't want to put them in personal because I've seen terms. Protect for others, but that's why he was saying also like same with Khan, like, but yeah, he can save them. Yeah. Okay. Hybrid shield. Turn the Nazan. Yeah, I've seen it. Azan.
I wasn't trying to mean it to like we're using these shields to save the team. It's more like when your shield is put
A
out,
defense.
can the team benefit? Can the whole team benefit?
Yeah,
from
team
it
benefit. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
those situations whenever it happens, or is it more of a personal usage around that?
I think it
Not
honestly
like
just
personal,
depends
but like
on the
a
team
person
too.
to that one specific person you're trying to protect or yourself. I don't know this. However y'all want to break it down. That's just how I had the thought process going.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like, hey, I'm gonna.
I was just saying
'cause I
we
agree
didn't.
with
We
y'all.
needed
I don't
a
throw
hybrid.
my Zon shields out to save anybody. Fuck that.
I
That's for me
don't.
to get, like you said, to get my
I
stuns.
stun. Yeah. I've
And to
seen
block people off
Azans
from
do
trying to
it.
run away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do it to protect my team, but
Yeah.
when he throws it out, it is able to protect the whole
It's
team. Like
it's an
naturally,
option.
I think.
You can
that
do
was
it.
the thought process I had with that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like that's what you're using it for is a team shield.
What about Wrecker versus Bulldozer? Knowing when to buy those items. As a new player coming into the game, that's a very frequent mistake I see where people will buy one versus the other when they don't need to. So
The rule with Bulldozer, if you cannot walk through it, it's Bulldozer.
if you cannot walk through it.
Correct. Anara wall, Zon wall, Anara. It's not a shield, but Anara's little totem thing. Barret turrets. That's all deployables. You can't walk through deployables. Whereas Nyx's shield, and that's why I didn't want to say like if you can walk through it because you can walk through Atlas.
Yeah.
Wrecker doesn't affect Atlas though.
But
you can walk through terms. That's not going to affect term though. Either.
I'm gonna just put in parentheses like doesn't affect Atlas just so people know because, bruh.
It doesn't affect Atlas. I think that should be a disclaimer for at the very top. Just in
Yeah.
general. Atlas and Azan are not affected by either Wrecker or Bulldozer.
Hold on, let's not get off track. One thing
Atlas
at a time.
is on. Yeah, actually put Atlas is on and wrong.
Special mention Vivian Shield. You
I'm
know
saying-
what?
I'm
I
saying
forgot
Azan.
about
I
that.
meant, Atlas term. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
was
my
like,
bad.
huh?
Atlas term. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm trying to keep up. Like when you talk or when chat's putting stuff, I'm trying to like Ace made another really good mention, and I wanted to bring this up too because I didn't know that as a new player. So once I learned that, bro, killing Vivian was that much easier. So new players that are struggling with Vivians, buy Wrecker. It'll save you time. Or shoot at her feet. um
I would consider Moji's a
Oh,
team shield because it does like it automatically applies it to your team if you're near them. Even if she does use it more for
Bitter.
like a personal safety thing.
Oh, hi Teddy. All the cuties coming around. Hello.
Oh yeah, and if we're talking, if we want to do a special mention on team shields, Vivian can also put out a team shield with her talent.
What talent?
Or not her talent, her passive that she gets to
Her
choose from.
passive. Oh.
You know, she can choose. One of them is that when you leave spawn, you get a shield.
Mm. That's actually funny. Oh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. This thing keeps popping up and it blocks chat when I'm trying to look through chat to see stuff. Emoji team shielding and personal. Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm gonna put like at the end of this like little asterisks. Hitmoji. That's her special mention. Boop. Right there in the hybrid section. Emoji. Okay, so I got that. I got that. I got that. Did I miss anything?
I can't see what's written in the small box.
Oh, let me. You.
It's tiny for me. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Mom is talking so loud on the phone, bro. I can hear it like.
You cannot walk through it. Bulldozer. Yeah. Oh, add ROM to the does not affect. ROM also, his shield isn't affected by either Wrecker nor Bulldozer.
You got 15 minutes, dude.
Or maybe
Okay,
add that to the
it's
Wrecker one,
7:42.
most people think Wrecker for ROM.
Close the door. Oh my god. I'm just gonna add this. Under.
Or
Right.
even have it as its own bullet point. Those three are not affected by either or Wrecker or Bulldozer.
That actually makes more sense instead of just adding it.
Most shields, again, Atlas excluded, are the kind of translucent bluish looking ones, or red, depending on what team you're
Hold
on.
on, both
Obviously.
Wrecker and Bulldozer. Alrighty, and then what was the other one you said?
Most shield, like to tell whether like it's Wrecker and stuff, like Atlas of course is the exception to this, but most of them are those like the blue or the red kind of translucent looking shields. That's how you can usually tell that you need to get Wrecker. So Ash, Nando, Nyx, Koa, when they all put that down, it has that, you know, that translucent colored shield.
I don't know if that's something I want to add just because I don't think people are going to pay attention to that with all the shit that goes on the screen. They're too busy freaking out being like, need healing.
Right.
Remember, I don't want you guys to overthink this either. Like, let's keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, I was trying to like say like how you can explain when it's, because you explained it when you can tell if it's Bulldozer.
Mm-hmm.
But like how to know when to buy Wrecker. I guess if it's not those three and if it's not Bulldozer, then yes, Wrecker. Because Torvalds doesn't really show up. I guess it does kind of show a little blue bubble. I was thinking looking like his health bar and stuff.
Oh, but I don't want to put if bullet A doesn't apply because then, like you just said, Torvald.
Right, that's what I was like, I don't know how to really tell in just like a quick little, this is when you get Wrecker.
If it's not a deployable?
Yeah, I would say if it's not a deployable or the three mentioned above, Wrecker's probably your choice.
Oh my fucking god, I hate when I'm trying to click and it's like, nope. Like, please. Anything else you want to add to this, you guys? I think that's pretty simple. Hi, Divine Girl. Record does not affect ROM, no. He has. I always
Yeah,
thought it was shield, but Ace was like that's soul armor, and I was like, oh shit, yeah,
yeah,
that
it's
makes
some
sense.
weird wording technicality.
I did
So
not
yeah,
know that.
yeah, ROM does not get affected by that. Yeah, a lot of people don't because it looks like a shield, and it kind of acts like the same as Torvald when his. Whenever he has his personal shield up, it kind of looks the same, right? It acts the
Yeah,
same.
it
But
does
yeah, nope,
though.
his is not affected
I didn't know that
by
either
Wrecker.
though. Like for
A
the
lot of
longest
people buy
time.
Wrecker for ROM, and it's always like, no, please don't do this.
Yeah. But that's why we have these, because people don't know. And it's okay. It is okay.
Right.
It's okay to not know stuff, guys. That's why we do this. I always tell people, like, if you can't make it to the live video, I know I'm behind on uploading, and I do apologize about that. There's just been things happening, but I really do try to upload all of these so you guys can watch them on your own personal time and just get a better understanding. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but if you're like, oh shit, they talked about this on that one episode, and then go find it, and boom, you know, it's there. It's there for you. We do it for you guys. And for ourselves too. I mean, I've learned a lot doing this podcast with you guys. I mean, it's with me, Justin,
I
freaking
learned things too.
Rays, yeah, Lich, freaking Nova, Ace helping out as well, Teddy, everyone coming in giving their input. You're a part of this podcast, which is what makes it super special. So, love you guys to freaking pieces. Also, you think? All right. The last one, strategic shielding. So I brought this up because kind of like what we were discussing when breaking down team versus personal shields, knowing when it's time to go shield for someone, or going to, you know, provide some kind of assistance with your shield, like knowing how to explain that to a new player is hard. So what is a good way to word or how to educate someone who's like, well, how do I use my shield to shield for someone else? You know, like someone could genuinely just not know or not understand how to do that or how it helps. So what's a good way
I
to
think
describe it?
the Azan example is really good. Like, while it seems like it would be good to, you know, hey,
Mhm.
this should be used for my team. More often than not, it's usually used to create an arena for you and Azan, or Azan
Yeah.
and the enemy.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, hey, cool, you're fighting me. There's no escape unless you have some kind of jump, or you're breaking down my wall.
Aggressively.
So I think that's a way that, like, you know, we could do that.
Azan is a good example of
Anara throwing up a wall right before she ults, and then letting it down before the ult goes off so she can protect herself while she's charging up. It's another way I've seen people use strategic shields.
I'm gonna make this smaller. Eat. What were you saying about Anara?
Anara can use her shield strategically to kind of protect herself. She has a really long wind-up time for her ult, right? And she can be shot during that. She can be killed during that potentially. So
Yeah.
I've seen people. I'm not the best.
I've seen that. I know what you're
but
talking about. Yeah.
They'll put their wall up, or even wall the enemies into a corner while she's charging it up, and then put it down right before she actually throws the ult. So it kind of gives her a form of protection while she's doing that charge up. Ace's point is huge. Field dancing for like Koa, Ashe, those kind of field tanks.
I had a brain fart for a minute there.
Minute to wind up.
I like forgot what you said. I was like, what did he say? All right, let me see. Oh, shield dancing. Yes, that is a very good skill. You know, I had to learn that shit. Like with Nando, like
It's
the fucking.
really good Go
Or
ahead,
like, no, I was gonna say like with Nando, like, just knowing how to like, cause like canceling shields or like putting it up, putting it down, like that's something that was learned over time versus like when I was new, bro, I would have my shield up the worst times or like not have it up, like it just, bruh. Or with Nyx, I didn't know about her speed thing until like maybe a couple months after she was released, and then I started playing like around that more. So that's something you learn, through playing that character or whoever, experimenting with different tanks, like because playing around shields is different with each champ you're playing with or playing as rather.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge benefit for Ashe, and like why she's able to put a lot of pressure herself. Her shield moves, and if she's shield dancing with her shield moving, she's constantly moving forward and forcing you to either keep up with the shield dance or push her. Same with Koa, especially when he's on half shell. Plop that down, and then you can kind of shield dance, getting some hooks inside the shield to where if he positions that right, they can't shoot him back, even though he's hooked them into it or out of it. I may be giving too many examples now.
Yes.
I see the space. One more small little tip. Speed boost cards on shields.
Oh
Underrated.
yeah,
You know I love those.
yeah.
Barrack, Nyx, Atlas. I wish Ashe had one. That would be
Cards that boost movement speed. Let's see. Huge deal.
They usually have a pretty decent speed boost with it too. Like Barrack,
Yeah.
like 40 or
Bro,
50%
it scales
for a few
so
seconds.
fucking well. Like it's
Barrack's
so
is 50% for 4
stinky.
seconds.
Yeah.
4 seconds for 50% movement speed?
I love your Nyx build. Like I will never not run it. It is just
Right.
it's so fun. Like I'm so fast, it's stupid. Like it shouldn't be
and in
happening.
comparison to Barrack's 50% for 4 seconds. Nyx is only 35% for 4
Yeah,
seconds.
no,
And
Barracks
you
is
feel that
stinky.
boost, right?
You do. Yeah. Oh shit.
What is Atlas's speed?
His is good too.
Speed shield. 35 for 3 seconds. But I mean, if you're running that with big wall, you're usually able to hit
Yeah.
more than just that one person you're shielding.
Plus,
Or
if
that
you're
couple
freaking
people.
like buying nimble and shit, like,
Yeah, damn.
and oh my god, if this thing won't let me fucking make it fit, I was going to lose it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we did it. We covered a lot.
Virtual high five.
Yes, congrats. And we only got to 38 minutes.